Good morning, fast trackers, or good afternoon. It's black, it's cold, and it's wet outside. It's 6:15 here in Australia. This is Daryl from Fast Track Piano, and welcome to another half hour of whatever it is. In the next half an hour, this is your show. You just let me know what you'd like to learn, and I'll have a look at the comments on the side here when I can get them up and say hello. So I'm not teaching anything in particular, although I have had a special request from Andrea, who hasn't been feeling too well. We're going to try and cheer her up a little bit. And Manuel from Belgium. What a mess! Okay, I'll just see if I've got an email here to connect up so I can say hello to people. Yes, I have. Hey, Manuel, you like Melody Gardot, do you? Yeah, she is. She's terrific, isn't she? I had her playing with Madeline Perot and a few others all afternoon yesterday. It was sort of one of those easy listening afternoons here. Just playing soft, sultry, beautiful melodies. Full of beautiful chords like that, you know. La da da da, dee da da bum bum bum, ba da da dee da da, da 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 da. Wouldn't you like to be able to play stuff like that? Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Chris and Nancy. Chris and Nancy have a room full of instruments. I'm a friend of Nancy on Facebook, and she's got some great instruments there. Brilliant. Hot Mort, hello. Blues Lane. Hey, Coralie, when are you coming down the choir? We need you. It was fantastic on Friday night. Our first time in a year. It was marvellous night. We had a lot of fun. We had 4 guest artists, and we had an enthusiastic group down there, and the boss came in and he was very happy. So was I. It was great night. Hello, Karen from Athens in Georgia. Good old Georgia, the most popular name in American songs. Georgia. Excuse me. Okay. Hey, Mom, I'm gonna treat you right. Too high for me, especially at 6:15 in the morning. Ray Charles, baby. Manuel, that's what I'd say. Yeah, what I'd say. And it's funny, you know, the song, I think it was recorded in the late 60s, maybe early 60s, late 50s, early 60s. It sounds like it's a piano or maybe a Fender Rhodes. I'm not sure. Maybe you could look up that. Certainly not an organ. Let's see what it... that's an organ, yeah. Doesn't the organ sound great? Yeah. Okay. Never mind, Coralie. We'll see you next time. We're playing down there on Good Friday. The club is actually open on Good Friday, and we're doing the jazz on Good Friday evening. You see that, Manuel? I'm trying to find the right sound for you. Nah, not strings. Not harpsichord. No, not clavinet. Very superstitious. Too high, Des. No, not clavinet. What's that? Oh, vibraphone. Now, Daryl, you've got to show Andrea stuff, so don't get too hooked up. Yeah, if you've just got a piano, you've got the one sound. But what a sound it is. Can't beat the sound of the piano, that's for sure. I'm trying to find this electric piano sound that Ray Charles uses. Don't know what that is. That's the organ again. Oh, hang on. There's another electric piano. That might be it. That'll do, Manuel. I hope everything's working. So, Manuel, What I'd Say by Ray Charles is in the key of E. I just listened to it 3 minutes before the show this morning. The light in here is non-existent outside, actually, coming in. So I'm sorry about the shadows today. It's dark. But our daylight saving will finish in a couple of weeks' time, so the light will get better. Okay, so it's in the key of E. And the key of E has got 4 sharps. F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and D. D sharp. But what I'd say is a bluesy sort of thing, so it doesn't really use the major scale. It likes to use that note. That's D natural, so that's cancelled. Sometimes G natural. But anyway, the riff in the left hand goes like this. Now this is what a riff is. R-I-F-F. R-I-F-F. Here's some famous riffs. Peter Gunn. Okay, here's another one. Smoke on the Water. And then you've got this one. Okay, now this one jumps has big intervals. Excuse me. You've got these notes here. E, B, D, and E. Andrea, just thinking about how you could start this piece. Ray Charles just starts it. He just goes straight away. You're into it. Now, if you wanted to, you could do other things. You could play chord 5 of E major. That's of any song that you're going to do. If you're doing a song in the key of C major, you'd play a G7 chord. If you're playing it in here's C. So go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and play a G7 chord. Now that's a corny start, but it's a start. Then you start playing your song. So if you're doing Over the Rainbow in the key of C and you want an introduction, instead of just start singing, instead of just going song, right? You want a little introduction, play chord 5 of the key you're in. So you're in the key of C, so you play a G7. Somewhere, oh. So there's one introduction you could have, right? Just play chord 5, 7 of that key and do a gentle little arpeggio up. You can do that with all of them. Now, the other night at the choir, we did Hey Jude. And Hey Jude doesn't have an introduction at all. It just starts singing. Hey Jude. That's how it starts. No intro. Now, you've got to have some sort of an intro, but that's a recording. If you were doing it live, you have to have something to tune your voice. Otherwise, you'll sing it in the wrong key. So you've got to sing these notes. So if you quietly play chord 5, 7 of F, Hey Jude's in F, so you go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and play a C7 chord. I know, it sounds a bit corny, but it'll do for now. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Okay, so you now got an introduction. That was helpful in 2 senses. 1, it tunes up your voice, and 2, it gives people a chance to hear, oh, there's a song about to be performed, rather than just start singing, So there you go. I'll do a little bit more of that in a minute. So getting back to Manuel. Okay, what I'd say is a riff in the left hand. This is not easy to play. to sing and play this at the same time is hard. So if you're going to play for someone else, not too bad, and let them sing. Or you have to simplify it when you are singing. So just use this for the introduction. You know what? You could actually use 2 hands to play this if you wanted to. It's sort of cheating a bit, though. You could go like this. There you go. I won't tell anybody. I keep thinking I'm hearing somebody. Then you start singing, and you can play a big E7 chord. Hey mama, won't you treat me right? Too high, way too high. He's got an amazing range, Ray Charles. I've heard him sing right up high. When he sings in Hit the Road Jack, he sings screams out a note. I've never heard anybody sing that high. It was unbelievable. So E's no good for us mere mortals. We'd have to probably play it in a different key. Maybe A. Oops. Hey mama, hey mama, won't you treat me right? La da 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 da. Oh yeah. Oh what I'd say. Okay, now I'm not used to singing the song. I don't think I've ever sung the song, and noticed I missed it. I didn't get the notes right. So you have to practice these things. Da 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 ba ba ba. So it's an A now. I'm doing it in the key of A, and that note is a good note for me actually, because it's not too high, not too low. It's just a Goldilocks note. Da 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 da. We're losing. Hello George, how you going? We got. I'm losing all the talking. Maybe nobody's saying anything. Not to worry. Now I've got to get on with it, haven't I, Andrea? So I'll show you some more introductions. Let's try another thing. If you've got a nice little song like Over the Rainbow in the key of C, and you want to do an introduction, you could just do a pretty thing. You could just say, okay, let's just play some C's. C's the most important note, and G's probably the second most important note. Maybe you could do something like this. This is a little introduction. And you could think like this for every song you do. Although I wouldn't recommend you do the same sort of introduction for every song you do. It'll just be a little bit, tedious. Yeah. Hello, Zombio. Hey, a few people watched the live stream yesterday. I did an impromptu thing. G'day, Malcolm. How are you? You still stuck at Walker? At least you're up high there, folks. We're in Australia, and the rain here has been incredible. Sydney is inundated. It's just no golf today, Daryl. So there you go. There's a little introduction you could do. Then you do the song. Somewhere over the rain. So that's a nice little intro. You could try it up an octave. So I'm using these notes. And start singing. Somewhere. Now that sounds a little bit more, I don't know, nicer than doing chord 5-7. Chord 5-7 is good for something like Happy Birthday. But you wouldn't do that for singing a proper song in a nightclub or somewhere like that. It's just a little bit too corny. Something like Danny Boy, for instance. What might you do there? This is a different song. So it's sort of it's a Scottish Irish song. So you might have bagpipe type sound. You might do that. Sounds like the drones of the bagpipes. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Except I'm singing the wrong key, aren't I? Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. It was the right key. I changed the chord too early. And okay. So there's an interesting thing you can play. Another common thing is to actually play the last couple of bars of the tune. So, for instance, Over the Rainbow, you play the last few bars, and it da 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 da. Why oh why can't I? Now that's probably too many. Maybe you could just go why oh why can't I? Why? Somewhere. Oh. So I just played the last couple of bars. So hey, I'm combining the two now. Somewhere over the rain. So you see that? I've combined those two introductions of Over the Rainbow into the one thing. Where'd I put my coffee? I've got 10 minutes and then I can go back to bed. No, I did an impromptu live stream yesterday with the iPhone, because I've had a few people ask if we could if they could watch the band Sax Appeal play and do the choir thing. It'll be hopeless time for you though, because you'll all be asleep. We're having fun time in Sydney, Australia at 7:30 at night, and everybody, the rest of the world is asleep. Because we're down under. We're from the land down under. But it was interesting to try it out. Yeah, the last couple of bars, the last of the tune is good. Let's think of another tune. The Rose, for instance. Some say Rose, da 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 da. Yeah, it's the same as the first 4 bars, so it might be not a good idea to do it for the Rose. That's why they do the Rose like this. They do it like Danny Boy, only they play C and G together up the top. Okay, there you go, Andrea. There's a few ideas for doing a song in the key, whatever key you're doing it in. Do the last couple of bars. Do that little bagpipe thing, or do the little high thing that's like a bagpipe, little tinker, tinker, tinker. Play chord 5-7 and just play around with it. You know what sounds even better than chord 5-7 is chord 4, if you're in the key of C. Play chord 4, which is an F. But in the left hand, this is a good trick, folks. In the left hand, play a G, which is the 5th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So listen to this. So instead of sounding this is it. That's a beauty. You can use that all the time. Here it is again. So you've got an F chord, but you've got a G in the left hand. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up Okay, there you go. I better give you the code, and the code for today for a 50% discount for watching the show is coffee. Coffee. There you go, coffee. So up to 5 minutes after the show, you can get a 50% discount on any song in the song shop. Any song in the song shop, 50% discount. Okay. Hello, Tony. How you going? G'day, Stephen. I know it's March, and March and October, daylight savings all over the place, and people miss times. That's cool. I plead insanity. Do you? Yeah, that's a great idea. Good. Check out your beginner blues piano one. Yes, that's only going to be available for a short time, so enjoy it while you can. It's all right, Andrea. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Maybe I should practice something. Yeah, I will practice something. I had Wendy in here the other day, and we were doing a song called "Can't Help Loving That Man," and there's a whole bunch of chords there in the bridge section. I can never remember them. So what do I have to do? I have to practice. And I've got them written on a piece of paper behind me so I can look at them every now and again. To remember, I don't really need the piano. I just need to remember how it goes, because I like to perform without looking at music. I think it's better for the audience if you don't have music in front of you. You can give them full attention, or the instrument full attention, and they can see that you're giving that full attention and you're not got something else. I know sometimes it's just too much. There's a song by Joni Mitchell called "A Case of You," which I just can't do off by heart. It's just one of those really tough ones. The chords aren't hard, it's just the sequence of chords. They're sort of a little bit funny. But this can... This is the chord. This is the middle of "Can't Help Loving That Man," "Can't Stop Loving That Man of Mine." Now what comes next? C minor 7, then B Maj 7, then B flat minor 7, then it's major, then it's chord 5. So there's a lot of chords in this bridge section. So you got la da da da. So that's D flat 6. Da 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 da. That's a D diminished 7. Now it goes to an E flat Maj 7 with an E flat in the bass. Da da da. Then we're going to B flat 7 with the F in the bass. Da da. You okay? No wonder I've got to practice it. C minor 7. La da da da. B Maj 7. Now B flat minor 7. Then major. The sun do shine. Then I'll change key. He can go and let us can be. No man without him is no man for me. Can't help loving that man of mine. Can't help loving that man of mine. That'll be a good one for you, Andrea. G'day, Adrian. Yeah. So that song, "Can't Help Loving That Man," I think it's from Showboat. I may be wrong. I think Ava Gardner sings it. So a whole bunch of chords there. That's just the middle of the one song. La da 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 da. D diminished. A flat Maj 7. Da da da. B flat 7. Then C minor 7. Da da. Now B Maj 7. I know I played it 3 different ways for you. Now it's B flat minor 7. Then major. Listen, I've put a chord on every day for the last 2 or 3 months now for people to learn their chords. Every day there's been a new chord, so you can learn them. Okay, we're going to finish up. So thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next week for, or will I? Hang on. What is next week? Yeah, next week I will. The week after that might be tricky. That's the 100th one. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I can do the 100th one at the normal time. But I'll see you next week for another Fast Track stream. Thanks for watching. mama, won't you treat me right? Da 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 da. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. See you, folks. Have a beautiful afternoon, evening, or whatever. Bye, bye, bye. Don't forget coffee. That's your code word. See ya.